Gisha is my name, and we are discussing today a topic on social media addiction, mental health, and relationship. How has it affected you? How has social media affected your life? Social media has become a very, very, very big problem and a very, very good thing to talk about. Tonight, I have a very special guest with me. He's going to help me explain to you how addiction is, how social media has affected our mental health. He's an expert in that field. So, yeah, this you're welcome.
Every supermarket and the privilege to be hosted on students' voice as they talk about this pertinent issue concerning social media. And you find that it's because sometimes we are not conscious on how we use these social media platforms. It is a good thing that today you have come up with such a topic for us to talk about. Perhaps it will maybe bring light to the users, and henceforth people know the likely dangers of social media vis-a-vis the numerous benefits of using social media. Thank you, and I think we can have a brief chat about this.
Yeah.
The extent to which we interact with your friends. An addiction, it is at a certain level. The moment the point at which it translates into an addiction is when you realize there's something addictive on how you use your social media platforms. There are very many, there are quite a number of social media platforms. And each one of us is interested in different platforms based on what we are what we search for. And in the end, the routine may translate into an addiction. How I define this, an addiction, because to me the pure connection and
They are
addiction.
related and connection really. It's something the difference is
Now, how you distinguish that we are all connected to social media? We are all connected, and we cannot run away from it because it has to be part of us. It is a daily, it's central to our daily life because we need to communicate. We need to what is happening. And when the whole world can understand what's happening to the social media happens. Not happens and mainly the young men of the generation have come to learn a lot of things, especially in the world of entertainment, social media, and the talk is now taking over because it's mainly for entertainment and creating the short videos and instant sharing and all that. They call it.
very my favorite app at the moment. I'm so addicted to TikTok.
You see, you are saying you are addicted.
How I find myself addicted to it is like just an hour off TikTok, I just feel like I've lost the mood.
Well,
Because before I do anything in the morning, first thing TikTok. Because it's where I feel like I can get the reason, the funny, the what, all kinds of content. So I feel like if I don't watch TikTok, and another thing where I discovered that I was so much addicted to TikTok, I set a timer. Bedtime, I don't need to exceed 10. But whenever I treat it, I set it myself so and really, let me just.
no wonder.
So,
No wonder, Gisha, you have come up with such an interesting topic
yeah.
to talk about social media management and handling and all that. You are a good living example because you have hinted on some of the ways you have discovered
Yeah, the daily
that you have an addiction. You've been having an addiction with social media. That taking a minute or 5 seconds without checking the phone, you have missed a lot.
Yeah.
Now, that is one of the things, that one we call it compulsive kind of disorder, compulsive checking, compulsive, you know, like you cannot take a minute without checking on your phone. Like it's in your brain, like now, there's something, and that's when you know you are doing something very important. Maybe you are in a meeting, but because your mind is addicted to something, like you want to keep checking impulsively. It's not your wish that you keep checking, but you find yourself all the time checking on your phone, even when there is nothing that has come a program. You keep checking, keep checking. So that is a sign of an addiction that we call compulsive checking of the phone all the time. And also, another sign that I can give is now the emotional dependence. The emotional dependence, like when you don't have your phone, you feel you are out of it. Yes, you're not lonely. You are down.
That's why I brought this topic out, because I know that people out there are like me. When you have data, you don't. When you're on a date, you don't have your phone, you can't spend there an hour. Right? It brings loneliness, depression out of that, because social media has been that. The addiction really brings that. Because imagine my phone is charging and you're charging. Everything about me is just the phone. I'm thinking about the phone. I don't have anything to do.
Yes.
I'm not close to people because I'm using my phone. It's like my phone is all the time. Like my phone is my best friend. My phone is my everything. Wow.
That's explained.
What?
Checking. You know, you compulsively all the time. You want to check your phone. You want to check your phone. Right? It is compulsive, but something that is not intentional. Right? That you find yourself all the time checking what has come, what is training. Not even minding that you want to maybe follow up with certain events. Because social media is good.
For us, we call it betting.
Well, that is what
when I was doing my research around that is what brings addiction.
Now
I want to know what's really trending.
That is
what is the latest fashion? What is the latest gossip?
No, that is purposeful usage. You on a purpose. For instance, recently we did have the election in the US, and you want to follow up. Now, and you know it's for a certain period of time, and thereafter, after getting all the information that you've been trying to gather, it's going to be. You want to know the event, but that does not define an addiction. There's something to do, and that's why we have this, because it's not entirely that whoever is using them is a people, right? They are addicted. There are those, just as I do not define what an addiction when it comes to social media usage and all that. We say that I hit on a disorder which comes as a result of excessive amount of time you spend on these platforms to the detriment of other aspects of life. Okay? Like now work. Like work, you have a type of assignment on your desk. Now, for instance, I was checking where I work. You have a person for you, but all the time you're giving your attention to your phone than the person. Then just know that the person is addicted. Like even they cannot stay away for a minute or two from their phone. So the excessive amount of time you give to this platform to the detriment of other aspects of life that are very important. The fact that the things that concern you. Because if you don't concentrate on your work, then at the end of the day, your productivity will be affected. And you know the repercussion of your productivity at the work. Your bosses will start questioning.
I get that.
And what has caused that? You have failing to manage the usage of this platform. Yes, they are good, but it is a point that comes to what? An addiction.
Have you ever done
Yeah, yes. Quite often.
Give us the experience.
Quite often. I remember when I was in my last year. You see, even these phones are good. They read, my phone read has the ability to read the time I spend on some of these apps. I discovered that in the 24 hours, the time I give my personal career growth and development and all that was just 1%. Yeah, and much of my time I would spend it on what? TikTok. I think then TikTok updated now. When I was, these things are just it's recent and come with a lot of excitement, and the young people like you are very we are very assess the level at which they are put. And just to bring it back, we said that this social media platform, each of them has a specific feature that was designed to fulfill a certain need for the user.
And that's why we use them.
Now, unfortunately, we misinterpret the usage or we misuse them. It shouldn't be TikTok all the time and forget about your work. Your boss is going to find you. They left you with assignments, but because because our brains are designed in a way that something that entertains our brain, we always want to enjoy more and more. We keep releasing, and things that stress our brains, we don't want to do. It's not our time.
Our other programs. How long
Social media, especially, it depends on the platform. For instance, getting on YouTube, because if I say you should have maybe 5 minutes on social media, you are going to have limited sensible way of doing work. 5 minutes what? 5 minutes. That's an addiction. It's as to mind use them and assessing ourselves, and you know that the level on which I have reached, I think it's too much. And that's why I really love it so much to start with the science. And those things we have put on some of them. All the time you want to check your phone. When you don't have your phone, you feel you're lonely. Yeah? And even when you are with people, with your friends, no wonder it has really distorted and it has destroyed the relationship. Because even when people are there, your friends are there, you feel to miss with your phone. Not only the platonic kind of relationship, but also these romantic relationships, the family relationships, have been totally affected by this. But now, the moment the dear viewer who is there and someone who is going to listen to this or see us talking about this, the moment you discover this, just know you are now getting to a level that is not good. You have family members. Maybe you are a mother at home, or you were a dad of kids at home, of the children, or you were of course you might be a child. but you are maybe supper time or family time, you are gathered there, but you feel you are not feel, there's something you are missing. Then know that there's a problem, because there is nothing that can replace the company of your parents, the company of your lover, the one you love so much. Physically,
you're talking to someone you've not seen before, maybe someone you even don't have to see.
And then how can you convince people that that is something
Maybe
right?
maybe we are trying to
And that's why
we are getting new relationships out of our physical. They can get a new family out of social media. I'm trying to get people who really give it with social media and the people I'm seeing. You know, something is sorry is better when someone who doesn't know. I should sit down with someone who doesn't know anything about it. It just new stuff. It's not going to judge me, no what. I think that's something I can really do.
ideally,
Like that.
ideally, this would all happen at a point of relaxation. For instance, you've had a very long day of work and you were stressed. If for sure you have no, like now, guys who are still single, and maybe you are staying alone in your room, after a long day of work, the brain needs to relax a bit. Okay?
A bit of social media.
And now,
Of social media. I check out and see something
maybe
funny.
you may want to, because some people find pleasure or relaxation in different ways. If entertainment does it for you well, TikTok is there. You'll find funny videos on TikTok. It depends on what you're interested in.
By the moment I make that, I make a bomb on that. That means every time I come from work, I'll need something funny. Every time I come from work, I'll need something funny. Or every time I get stressed, I'll need something funny. Don't you think I'll get more connected? I'll get more addicted and connected, because I need to solve something. Because like you told us, the brain gets used to something, the routine. Every time I come from work, I go to TikTok to get something to really entertain me.
There is, Isha, there is a difference. Like how it is today, it may not transit to the same thing tomorrow. Okay? If you have a bad day today, you know how you feel that stress. Okay? If you have no money, I don't think, by all means look for money to go in comedy show, because that's another kind of entertainment. But where you have no money, let your phone, because these phones are also to help us in some ways or the other. And that's why I'm saying, where it gets to that point, and maybe you have had a bad day, and the way how you usually feel the stress is maybe watch a movie. YouTube is there. Watch a movie, one movie like this. It's not going to be the same tomorrow. That even tomorrow you're going to have the same day, bad day. Eh? Maybe the next day you will have an interesting topic that you want to read about. Google is there. Maybe YouTube is also there.
Maybe you may need a book.
You may need a book.
You may need a Bible as well.
The Bible is there. The Bible is there. But now we are now talking about social media. Kill off the stress like that. Look for different circumstances. There you are an addiction. It's intentional.
Should we say that social media I use it in social media because of the stress they undergo. Like they are getting a lot of stress at work, getting the stress out of you. Now they need to really review. They need something so they can do it. About social media addiction. How is it affecting
just the excessive use, not make use of it. Like when you make use of it to help you solve a problem, what do you need to solve? If I'm looking for a professional network, that is the problem I'm having. I'm going to look for which application, and people will reach out because that's why social media is interesting. Or sharing, interacting with the content that is already there, and as well staying connected with others. Now, if I want to connect a certain group of people who are professionals, maybe a group of accountants, a group of doctors, I will go to make it. Now, am I associated that? I'm living purposely.
With a purpose.
With a purpose. So, not that you are at work, you are in a meeting, or you are in the middle of a presentation, and then a notification comes. You pause, you want to see, it distracts your focus.
Someone out there may not be knowing how to really overcome their addiction. Could you really give us tips on how to really overcome that? Or someone who has not yet gotten it, how to really avoid it? Because it's something very bad. When you really get addicted, it really affects you. You find yourself, when you're getting addicted to social media, you find yourself putting in so much in data management. I've heard someone tell me, I'd rather go it's true, but it's really weird. Because really, there is no way you can compare. What are you getting to say? Out of one thing, are you getting something?
It's an addiction.
Someone may want,
The excess.
especially these young ones, people are going to vacation, someone is trying to get your phone out there. When I was young, I used to be like, we used to be with big sisters, and then when they leave money for breakfast, someone is like, I want to buy airtime. When I was young, I used to be like, no way, how do they leave money for breakfast? And then school. And then you buy airtime.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, being old could be stupid. Because how do I compare food and airtime? But as I've grown, I really find it really much. Because you have something like virtual and money that you're like, this is my land, but how can I be offline? I can't afford to be offline. Let me buy a bundle. Let me buy 350. Let me buy 250 so that I can.
Can you pause a bit on that? What are you buying the bundles for? Just to keep online?
Yes, perfect.
Entertainment is not like all the time. The entertainment should come at a specific time. Yeah? Not the entire day. Why don't you wait maybe at the end of the day or when you have finished your daily assignment? Yeah? And then you load. Because you know, this has become it's becoming a weakness that you cannot control so. Just for a minute away from your phone. Then that is one way of controlling. If you feel when having data all the time is becoming a problem, then you refrain from spending at least for a full day. Then in the evening when you are going to rest, you buy for now the problem is when you load a monthly bundle and it doesn't even finish a month.
Yeah.
Just 3 days it is done.
3 days.
And it is meant for a day, and it is meant for a full, and then you need to assess. Some of these things to the minors, the parents have to come and control. someone has a family, someone is employed somewhere, or self-employed. Okay, you need to assess the how much time do you give social media and for what purpose? Because there are people who are making money out of social media, and that is their business. You're not going to tell them, you see, you need to spend less time because they are making money out of that.
Yeah.
And that is not an addiction. It's a business.
Really?
Hey, now to you, who is not using it as a business, what makes you spend a full day on that?
Thank you for this engaging conversation. Overusing of social media brings addiction, and this brings very, very many consequences at the end of the day. Like, you get a lot of issues out of it. You get addicted today. It may not affect you today, but it's something to come. Let's go for a short break.
And it affects so many aspects of life. And we need to know how we're going to properly make use of what proper use of this these social media platforms. Around 2.9 billion people watch them, then followed by WhatsApp with 2 billion people. Then, of course, now we have TikTok that is widely spreading, and people are now using it every now and then. And of course, Snapchat and so many.
We are to socially relate.
You know, when God created at first the story of creation tells us he created man and the animals, but out of all these that God had created, man needed someone to always share with. And when God looked around all that he had created, the animals could not be the right companion. Okay? With Adam. To look for what had created the perfect companion. That was Adam. It was not by mistake. Even today, let me tell you, we need someone. Like, we need to socially relate. Like when we have a face-to-face. Even on social media, we are interacting. There is that gap, there is a distance. But even on social media, you are interacting, you are talking, even sometimes you have find yourself laughing and all that. But naturally, the face-to-face interactions with friends, with the relatives, with the family, it means a lot. And there's an interpretation by the brain that you have a sense of belonging. You have someone that you can talk to there and they listen to you. They give a listening ear. So it's natural like that. So that's when that sense of loneliness comes in. I wish I could meet her and we talk about it. Even when you have talked on phone, you are not friends. But as we talk now, like no facial expression, so much. On the phone, the emojis were, I may even miss the boot. And it causes problems more because it wasn't the issue. Because what you're talking about, you have texted this, you have sent an emoji, but I may miss the boot. Not everyone understands. No, you find yourself lonely and then emotionally down. Then that sets into it now upgrades to a level of depression.
I've ever heard of this dopamine hormone thing. You being an expert in the field, Could you really explain? I don't know, it's in your brain releases something like a feel good hormone.
Yes.
Feel good, like something that's related to me when I eat one. I never had someone from an experience, but I didn't really get I didn't get to know about it.
Okay. The dopamine hormone, you have it in your brain. So that it's to do with the memory, the memory, and whenever they see you, or something that you love, even if you love and it's nice, you find yourself, so whenever that happens, for instance, you find the notification popping up. And because of the addiction, your brain is addicted to that. It will immediately be released. And there is no way you resist that check on your phone. Because the hormone tells you need to check out what has come. So the way of controlling this sometimes, like on my phone, I was actually addicted to WhatsApp. These notifications that I don't resist even for me to check what has come. And also where you find in so many groups, even things that you don't concern you. Everything just comes. Now every minute you are checking what has come. Every minute you are checking. I realized that I don't have a problem with it. I had to mute and close all the notifications concerning WhatsApp. Now, when my day ends, or my dinner time ends, I get on I check just to see what has happened. Because I didn't go so every minute the notification comes, I run that common immediately tell me something you get. So that is the hormone they always talk about.
I now get it here. Thank you so much for staying up, because it's really been engaging and really educating. Thank you, Mr. Henry, for really putting us, leading the rules, and thank you for really recognize my impact. And to all viewers, subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for really checking out the content. The channel is STUV and the program is called Social Media Experience.